Now, once you're in the scan page, you're going to notice that there's four things to scan: the upper jaw, lower jaw, occlusion 1, and occlusion 2. And throughout the software, you will find that it's very user intuitive. And it means that there's always a little tutorial or graphic or text to help you out in whatever tool you're using. So you can see we're at upper jaw right now for selected automatically, and it shows you a little bit of a guide on how to scan. Now, to start scanning, you can either hit the start button on the scanner at the bottom, or if you look at the scanner, there is a button in the middle. Now, that button will act as a start button, a stop button, and also a mouse and a menu glider. I'll show you those two features in a little bit. Now, when you're scanning, the recommended scan pathway is starting at the molar, moving on to the lingual side, going to the crucial surface, and then moving on to the buccal. When you start scanning, it's just recommended to just look at the monitor a little bit more to see where you're exactly scanning. And a few things to note is when you're positioned correctly, you're going to see the camera around the scanner is green, and you're going to hear music. Now, the music here is just a little bit of a guide. If you hear it, it's scanning. If you don't hear it, it's not scanning. And what that means is just requires you to position a little bit better. And when you're transitioning from using impressions to start scanning, the transition may be a little bit hard for you. It just requires a little bit of practice using the scanner. And once you start getting some practice with models or your kids maybe, it's going to be really easier to start using it. Now, in some cases where you're starting out, maybe have an impression on the side ready. Just tell your patient that, hey, we're going to do a few scans. If it doesn't come out well, we'll just use the impression. Now, with also the impression, you have the ability to scan the impression and then invert it. Now, why don't we go ahead and get started to start scanning? All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get started scanning. Going to position the monitor towards me. It's always nice to have the monitor looking right at you so you can see what you're scanning and where you're scanning at. So position over the molar again. You can hear the music and you can see a green box around it. When you hear that music, that means you're scanning. When you don't hear it, you're not scanning. What that means is just you need to reposition a little bit. See, I'll move to the left where you really can't see much. Move to the back. And you're hearing that music. Just reposition a little bit. And I'm going to move slowly, moving on to the lingual side. You can see on the monitor how well it's scanning right now. You can go up and down if you need to. Moving on to the crucial surface. I'm tilting back and forth. Now moving on to the buccal. You can see how well that's scanning. Moving on here. Now, once you've created your art, you can just move on to scan wherever. And if you think you've missed any data along the way, you can just rescan that area. And you can also scan and rescan and look if everything is okay. I'm looking at the front, everything seems good over here. On the sides, everything is good. On top, just move around. Everything is good. Inside, everything looks good. And that's my upper jaw scan. Now, a cool feature on the scanner is if you were to hold it, the menu is going to pop up. If you move it up, it's going to allow you to view model. Move it left, go to the previous step. move it right, next step, and move down, HD photo. Now I'm gonna go to HD photo. And over here, if you hit the button once, it's going to get the scanner ready. And if you hit the button one more time, it's gonna push in images wherever you want. So take a photo of this, boom, it's gonna take a photo, and then hit the capture button one more time. It's gonna get the scanner ready. It can take another photo, and I can just keep going. Now, you can see the gum line color is keeping the color right there.
No sleeve,
and
the reason why is because you may lose a little bit of color,
sleeve on top of the camera.
See the
That's what makes this
contrast
really
and coloring
good.
of the gum line is
Scanner
just
and
how
an
it is in
intraoral
real
camera.
life.
Now I'm gonna exit out of this. You can just hold it, keep it straight, and it's gonna exit out. I'm gonna hold it one more time, and I'm gonna move up to view model. Now, what the view model does, it allows you to use the scanner as a mouse. So if you don't want to rescan and just look over the data on the monitor, you can just move the scanner left, up top, see all the areas you need to. And now I'm gonna hold the button again and just exit out of there again and place it down. And you also have a feature on the bottom of the software called direction, where you can just move across different faces of the model. So I'll go top looks good for me. The back, see the back. I can also move it with my mouse as well. Look at the left hand side, the right hand side, look at the front. Everything seems good. If you see any black or big gaps, the big gaps I recommend you scan. It's recommended to scan where you're doing your procedure at, right? But for the most part, for small areas where you see a little black dots, the AI will be able to fill in those areas. Now, what I'm gonna do is hold the button again, go right, next step. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get my lower jaw model. Gonna position it on the molar, just like before. And when you're starting out, it's just important to just take your time. Look at the monitor where you're scanning. I'm moving on to the lingual side. You can see I'm going a little bit down. I'm just moving a little bit up, making sure I capture everything. You can see it's scanning beautifully right now. From posterior to anterior. Moving on to the crucial surface. Just moving left and right on the teeth a little bit. Now to the buckle. Now I've created my arc. I can scan wherever I like right now. And then I'm just gonna go over the data and look at the monitor to just see if I missed any areas. We can go a little bit fast though. Let's start back over here. Just see over here, looking at the top, I can see that everything looks good. A little bit more data, a little bit more to capture over here. Just fill in those gaps. Let's scan the front side. And everything looks good again. I'm gonna stop and we can check out the model. I'm gonna click direction, front, and just move around. Seeing a little bit of a huge gap over here that I'll just rescan. Just click start and you can rescan that area again. And that's about all. Now I'll move on to the cushion one. So you can just hold again, move the scanner to the right, let go, and it's gonna move on to the next step. I'm gonna prep the bite. Now in a cushion mode, all it is just wants you to just go zigzag. So I'm gonna look at the here, just zigzag on the byte, and you don't have to scan all the way to the midline. It's going to probably require you to scan up to here, and you will hear a ding when the software has registered the byte on that side. So start at the back. And you heard that ding. Now I can hold the button one more time, move on to the next step, and start scanning one more time. Just gonna zigzag until here the ding, and there you go. Now you've just finished scanning.